Welcome back, guys. Today we've got another deck that I want to talk about in the Astral Radiance format. It's going to be called Fried Chicken, as I've dubbed it, because it's got some lightning attackers and a lot of, I think birds. I think these guys are birds. I'm not entirely sure. I might just be wrong. But if you guys enjoy the content, obviously like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what deck profile you want to see next from Astral Radiance. I will try to cover as many as I can before I leave for Milwaukee. It's going to be another quick deck profile, so please, 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 hope you guys enjoy the content and leave a comment for engagement. So today we're going to be looking at Fried Chicken, or I like to call it, as I like to call it, sorry, which is going to start us off with a 4-2 Arceus line. Well, okay, it's called Fried Chicken, so I've got this little Decidueye, and I've got the Tapu Koko, which, I mean, I guess could be a bird, but it's like I'm frying the chicken with the lightning. I get it, and this is a chicken for sure. It's chicken little, chicken big, I don't know, but okay. The idea of the deck is we've got a 4-2 Arceus. So we are an Arceus deck that uses Trinity Charge to kind of set up using Trinity Nova. I mean, Starbirth is an absolutely insane ability. So, like, why not, right? We have a 2-2 Bibarel as our draw engine behind the scenes. We have one of Zigzagoon to kind of get to that 220 if we need to. For multiple numbers, like this hits for 180 as well. And this guy hits for 160, and he can go up to 270, 300, 310 with the ping. We play a 1-1 Hisuian Decidueye because close quarters shooting will get us through milk tanks right now, which is kind of becoming a problem on ladder. And Mounted Hunt is a very cool attack as well to reset. And then we have the Somersault Feathers to hit almost 300 damage if the need is there, 270 with the energies, 300 with Choice Band. But Somersault Feathers is also a really good attack because 160 times 2 one-shots things that are weak to fighting. And I guess if we draw fortunately enough, we can use Star of Fortune to like just kind of play the game. Maybe over Starbirth, but I think Starbirth might always just be better. Like, I don't see a world where like Star of Fortune is like usable, but I like this very thin Hisuian Decidueye line. Then we have a 1-1 Tapu Koko V line. Spike draw very early game, strong. Thunderous Bolt is probably not an attack we want to use very often, but I guess you could do 200, 220 with Choice Belt, or 230 with Choice Belt. And then we have Tapu Koko VMAX, which has Max Shock, which does 180. If you have more prizes remaining than your opponent, you paralyze them as well. Decks don't play as much Switch right now, just Balloon and Net, which, I mean, both of those don't really work if you're paralyzed. But the kicker here is that Palkia is so big that Tapu Koko VMAX can kind of take advantage of that. And if you're playing against a Mew VMAX deck that burns their modifiers, or not modifiers, switching cards early, you can lock them in as well. So it's kind of a punish card, but it is very easy to see from a mile away. Whereas one copy of Ordinary Rod, one Pal Pad, 4 Quick, 4 Ultra as our just ball search. I guess you could play Incense as well in here, but I have not really found space for it. I've been kind of just playing the shoes instead to get a little bit deeper in the deck every time. But maybe that could just be Incense at the end of the day. 2 Switch. I have 2 Path and 1 Collapsed because I think our game plan against Mew a lot of the time is to Path and Pray, Path Paralyze Pray. So we kind of need the 2 Path, but we need the 1 Collapsed also in case we get Pathed before we can use our Starbirth. So we need to have a counter stadium at some point to do something there. And Collapse is also very good against the Reggie Gigas decks that have been doing very, very well on ladder. We have 1 copy of Avery, 3 copy of Boss. The Avery is also for the Gigas decks mostly. And decks that overbench, so maybe Avery's not that great, but I like it. 3 Boss, because 3 Boss plus 1 Pal Pad, we can just go for a very aggressive like boss route. Bring up something that we want to stick in the active, paralyze it. Yeah, something like that. We have 2 copies of Marnie and 3 copies of Research. I think because we're playing a Bibarel engine, we need to play heavier copies of supporters because we're not going to be able to find them like Inteleon. 1 copy of Raihan. It's a little bit of a copium to play this card because we're not going to exactly find it every time when we need it, but we have to give ourselves the option anyway. And then 1 copy of Roxanne as well in the late game. To kind of lock our opponent with a Path Roxanne play. I think the option to have that available is just, you just can't, like, you have to have that. One Air Balloon so we can move around. You guys, I guess with the 2 Switch and 1 Balloon, you can kind of pivot those around in any way you like. 1 copy of Choice Belt for extra damage, 4 DTE, 2 Fighting, and 6 Lightning to kind of get the ball rolling. I guess you could cut down on DTEs as well, but I think DTE is also useful because you can use it for Somersault Feathers here. So this is an idea that I got from seeing one of the Japanese lists do really well, and I kind of tweaked it and have been playing around with it. It's been surprisingly good, so I hope you guys like this deck. I'm going to kind of just chill with these profiles here, but let me know in the comments below what you guys like, what you guys want to see next. I know Palkia, Mew, all those ones have been done to high hell, but I will be giving my take on those this week at some point. So please enjoy the content, and I hope you guys are enjoying Astral Radiance. And you'll see me at some big events coming up soon, Milwaukee and NIIC. Later, guys.